I got paid to speak positively about the biggest hospital in Harare, Zimbabwe, the Parirenyatwa hospital. Let me explain. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're here for the first time, hi, I'm Tina Sparks, your favorite African without borders, currently in Harare, Zimbabwe. Harare, Zimbabwe is doing good for me. It's so green, it's been raining, the vegetation is popping, and I'm happy here. Anyways, you guys can see from the title of the video, I made the video about the Parirenyatwa a few days ago, and you guys went haywire. You guys complained so much that I have been lying through my teeth about Zimbabwe's biggest hospital having some clean or some standard services that has been provided. I got a message that read, I'm gonna put it right here. She's disappointed that I had to say such positive stuff about Zimbabwe, and she's thinking that I got paid. I'm going to be addressing this in this video, so please give this video a huge thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. We're currently on the road to 20,000 subscribers, and thank you so much for 11,000 subscribers. It only happened because you guys shared my videos, you guys commented, and thank you so much for doing that, because it really helps with my algorithm to push my videos to the next audience and a better audience, and to get to 100,000 subscribers and you get the silver flag. And now you guys, let's get right into the video. So 4 days ago I made a video whilst visiting my brother in the hospital, the Parirenyatwa hospital, and I just shared my experiences and I shared my opinion about the Parirenyatwa hospital, and I felt like I needed to share this with you so you guys can share with other people about an honest review when I went to Parirenyatwa hospital. I don't remember a time I was in Parirenyatwa hospital for some service. So when I'm outside the country, I really like to read some stuff about my country, Zimbabwe, where I come from, what's happening in the country, see how we can actually, the youth can actually maneuver into, getting involved in decision making, etc., etc. I am that responsible youth, you guys, if you guys didn't know. So I always watch the news. There's this one channel, you guys, if I tell you from the start, from the day he started creating content about Zimbabwe till today, I've never seen something so positive, and it always bothers me. Now, you'd actually watch that news channel and think that people do not exist in Zimbabwe. You think that Zimbabwe is just one hole. If you go in there, you're not gonna come back alive. If you go in there with your money, you're not gonna come back with your money, that kind of thing. But people forget that Zimbabwe is actually a running economy, not at its best, but people are surviving out there. And for someone who's been staying outside Zimbabwe, I have seen that it's not as easy as people might think that it is out there. Sometimes just being back home, I'll say it from experience, and finding something to do is better than being overseas, especially in the UK and the US, and you're stuck, you have nothing to do. But in Zimbabwe, people hustle and people are surviving. So I went to Parirenyatwa with the mentality that people are dying on a daily in Parirenyatwa. People do not have access to beds, people don't have access to good food. The Parirenyatwa is just basically a hole with no nurses, with nothing. I was going there with a heart empty, my cup was empty, and I didn't know what to expect, because the media has lied to us, you guys. I hope you guys really understand where I am coming from. So when I go there, I see the nurses are well dressed. Protocol is being observed. I look at the beds, yes, the infrastructure is old and dilapidated, but so is all the other infrastructure in other African countries. We could talk about that later, but for service delivery, you guys, I got there one morning and they were cleaning with detergent, they had gloves, they had masks. It's functioning just like any other hospital that I've visited in another country. You understand? They're given proper food. They have 5 meals a day. The nurses come for checkup, and the nurses are nice. What more do you want from a healthcare system, you guys, with the economy that is just trying to build up? You understand, you guys? I felt like it's standard, it's basic. If that makes you mad, you guys, then I don't know what to say. I've been to other countries, okay? I've just not been to Zimbabwe. I've been to other countries. I have assessed healthcare services. What my brother is getting at Parirenyatwa is even better than other countries that even have better economies than Zimbabwe. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like as Africans, we have this mentality. I don't know if it's Africans or as people, as individuals. I feel like Zimbabweans or people in Africa have adapted it. This mentality of not loving themselves enough to give credit to themselves wherever it is due. So how are we able to move on forward if we don't acknowledge what we have? Okay, Zimbabwe's economy is not the best, but it doesn't mean that all things are negative in Zimbabwe, okay? And that's the motive of this channel. So I share positive African stories because I believe the media has shared so many lies about Africa, and if we Africans don't come together and share positive life about our people, our stories, our way of living, no one is going to do that for us. Okay, so I am part of that movement where people just share positive light about Zimbabwe, about African countries. So if you're that person who wants me to come here and say Zimbabwe's roads are bad, Zimbabwe's healthcare system is bad, this channel is definitely meant for you. I'm gonna come here and say, hey, you guys already know that the media has said A, B, and C. That is so negative. But let me show you what's positive about Zimbabwe. Let me show you the things that Zimbabwe is doing. Let me show you, the Harare Mashingo Highway. It's doing well. The road is good, you guys. So that's what this channel is all about. I am not going to be joining everyone or the outside or the Western media into bashing my own roots. Where is the love? Where is the love, you guys? Where is the love? The media is already doing that for you. And it's always going to be positive vibes on this channel, you guys. I've gone to South Africa. People have bashed me left, right, and center about creating content about South Africa. But tell me of one day I've come on this channel and say South Africa is bad, South Africa is A, B, C, and D. Because this channel is not all about that, you guys. I hope you understand. So please expect more positivity from me. Please expect more, good vibes kind of videos coming from Harare, Zimbabwe. Please expect some positive stories, and I hope you really enjoy them. I hope it really inspires you. And if you're that someone who is in the diaspora, because I know a lot of Zimbabweans are in the diaspora, and it might actually bring your mind back so that you can come back home and help rebuild Zimbabwe. That is the motive. Okay, that is the motive, to help rediscover and redevelop Zimbabwe. And I hope you guys just join along. I hope you guys, just tag along, because it's not going to be easy. But for every journey of 1,000 miles, it begins with one step. It begins with you. It begins with me. It begins with this kind of videos. If we shed positive light on where we are, we can move forward. Because I tell you what, if you're always going to be negative and demotivated about a situation or a place, you're never going to get out of the hole. So let's try to work together while we work towards rediscovering our beautiful Zimbabwe, which once was the breadbasket of Africa. And I believe it might not happen now, 2 years down the line, 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line. It would something that is happening because of one effort that you make today. I try to make this video short and straight to the point because I want you to understand, and I want you to know that whenever I make a positive video about Zimbabwe, I am not getting paid. Tell me how someone gets paid for taking a combi to go visit their sick brother in hospital. Don't ever think that when somebody says something positive, they're getting paid. When are you going to learn, or when are you going to start appreciating your own? Let me address this once and for all. The level of support that we people give when a Westerner comes to Africa and they start sharing about poverty and they start bringing out hungry children in Africa on the screens, the number of views that these people get and the number of comments that you guys give. But when somebody comes, an African comes to an African country and shares the positive aspect of that country, she is getting paid. she is getting paid. Can you please give me the same energy that you give to those people who come and share about poverty? Please give me the same energy that, you know, you're doing well, thank you for showing us Africa, because that is the point. And I hope you guys understand. So thank you so much, you guys, for watching. Thank you so much for 11,000 subscribers. This wouldn't have happened if you guys didn't make it happen. I really appreciate you so much for supporting the movement, African Without Borders. We are getting there. We are going there. Africa to the world, baby. I'm Tina Sparks, your favorite African Without Borders, currently in Harare, Zimbabwe, and I am signing out.